2000 ELO, the highest rank in Minecraft speedrunning, and something only a handful of people do each season. Reserved for the best mechanical players, the best decision makers, and the people with most grit. And in the 6th season of Ranked, I decided it was my time to get Netherite. I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. Cut the music, cut the music. I did not think this was possible. For context, the best ELO I've ever had in all 3 seasons I've played is 1673. A far cry from 2000. This is really the journey of a student and a coach. I'd never gotten Minecraft coaching before, but I felt I was plateauing when it came to Minecraft, and this might be the thing I need. It was also my coach who suggested the goal of 2000 ELO, because I wasn't so sure about it. Even though it felt impossible and out of my range, I thought, you know what? It's good to shoot for the stars. I'm not gonna get anywhere believing I can't do something. So on December 4th, I got on my first ever Minecraft coaching session and began the journey to 2000 ELO. Oh, also, we only had 2 weeks. The season ends in 2 weeks.
Oh, Parker's calling me. Hold on, I'm mid-zero, Parker. Can you calm down? It's not like I'm coaching you or anything. No! Whatever.
Yo, Curry! What's up? What's up?
Yo! I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Me too. I'm actually pumped.
I'm super excited. Before we get into things, I know I want to see, like, I want to see what you've been working on with Zero stuff, and then we'll get into, like, just I know you talked about doing nav stuff as well that we can look at. But
okay.
I think my chat is probably curious, and I think it's just cool in general to hear more about it. Like, why did you want to do this, and like what is your goal to get out of this?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I saw that you've been coaching Eric, and I've heard that you've been coaching for a while, and I don't know exactly what it was, but I just like the idea of having somebody outside yourself, like having a second perspective to look at things, and just, I don't know, coaching sounds cool. I just want to like try it out and see how it goes. As for goals, I know we were talking, but you were like, do you want to like shoot for Netherite? Yeah, and I was like, it feels like it feels like out of reach, but I think it's cool to have goals that are like hard, like and so I think that would be a cool goal. I don't know, it feels like an unrealistic goal, but I'm down to have that as a goal, and I'm down to put in the work, and I don't know, I just want to like improve, and I like the way that you think, and I know that you're very involved with Ranked, and so that's why I wanted to have you as my coach. Yeah.
Thank you. I very much appreciate that. I do not think it's out of reach. I mean, I'm looking at your thing right now. Your peak is 1918. That's not out of reach.
That was a crazy peak. It was a crazy peak.
And then I guess like I'm looking at your graph. It seems like you've needed some pats after hitting 1918. It seems like since then it's been a little bit of a tough time. But that's okay. Right now, what do you think is like the main thing that's been a problem for you, I guess, more recently in the past like couple days?
So we talked about more specific parts of my gameplay, like zeros and nav. I'll try not to get too in the trenches with this video, but before we got into any gameplay, I've been working on some new zeros, and he wanted to see how that was coming from me.
Why don't you share your screen? Let's see some of the zeros you've been cooking. Let's see what you got working on here.
Sure.
Yeah. So like, what's like the ones that you feel? Just start with something that you feel like very confident in, like with the new setup. Something pretty standard.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, come on! You can hit like you can't hit an 88 or like a 91 to 99. Like, come on.
Yeah. Like, I'll choose one of these. So I think this is really funny to watch back on. Right before I asked Curry for all this coaching, I revamp every single zero that I do. So I'm doing stuff slightly different. And he's like, what do you feel confident with? Surely you're confident with like the easiest zeros. And I'm sitting there sweating. I don't feel confident in any of them. But I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll hit these zeros. And you want to know what happens? I mess up the easy zeros 3 times in a row. And it just feels so bad. I'm like, oh, I was supposed to like be revamping my zeros, and I've spent like 13 hours on these, and I still can't hit them. That's not very good. But he was really chill about it. Like, obviously, he didn't make fun of me or anything. And eventually, I did hit one.
That was clean.
There we go.
That was nice.
Thank you. You want me to just keep going?
So, are you comfortable enough on these where you're just gonna like if you play ranked right now, like you're gonna go for this?
Oh yeah, I'm 100% gonna go for him, like all of them. I don't know if I'm at the point where like I can confidently say I'll hit all of them.
So 10 minutes in, I still wasn't sure what this coaching would look like, and I was also really nervous. I was really just Curry was streaming to like a lot of people at the moment, and I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of people watch these videos, but it was different, okay? And it was new, and somebody was watching me, and I would be lying if I said my hands were a little nervous. Plus, I still didn't know what this coaching session would bring. Like, would I really get any value out of it? But with all these uncertain thoughts in my head, I was optimistic for the coaching, and Curry decided I should play some actual matches.
And then I'll usually be pretty silent for them. If I notice anything like super glaring, I will point it out.
Okay.
But I mainly just want to see how you play, and feel free to like talk through your thought process. I don't know if you've seen, I'm sure you've seen the things I've done with Eric where he just kind of like is talking about what he's doing. Not so like, you don't have to commentate, but more so just like your thoughts are out loud. So I kind of have an idea of what's going on, if that makes sense.
No,
Okay.
that does make sense.
This is the first game we're watching of Parker. I don't think I have to give a disclaimer to this, but I'm gonna give a disclaimer to this. Do not be mean. Like, there's a very big difference in what we're working on with Eric versus what we're gonna be working on with Parker. There's a big difference, and that's like what we're focusing on.
I might get quiet, to be honest. It's like the first.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine.
Game getting into it.
Do whatever you need to do.
Probably should be playing shears
crazy.
more. I don't know. I don't know if I should be doing like shears there or just.
You
like,
definitely should be doing shears here. Like this is
okay.
shears are
and
just
then,
like
stone axe.
Yeah, stone axes.
I know this is a small thing, but after doing all of the coaching and looking back, I used to never craft shears, and it is just a terrible misplay. So just this little advice of, yeah, you should always be crafting shears. I'm looking back on it, and I'm like, oh, I now always craft shears, and it's a really good thing.
So interesting. I would have thought Parker was going to be a much more vocal player. I find this very interesting. What are we doing here? Just the working out terrain. So a little bit of hesitation. I think the biggest misplay was the food thing in the overworld so far, right? Like think about how nice shears would be in this situation. Having the shear blocks would be so nice. It's like, here we go inventory wise. Like we need a craft. We're clearing our inventory before we pick everything up, which is not ideal. Like obviously it helps a little bit, but now we just have to clear it more again. So it's more, what you want to do in the first section is just split rather than clear entirely. Hotbar looks pretty good. We don't need string though. I'd like to see like obby or explosive or something.
This is another little thing, and I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of speedrunning. I could talk about hotbar and inventory management and crafting all day. But another thing that's cool to look back on here is Curry's talking about how I should craft a bed in the Bastion all the time, because I never used to do. And now looking back on it 2 weeks later, I just always craft my bed in the Bastion. And it's just such a cool thing that like the things we're talking about in this first coaching session are now second nature to how I play.
We have fire res on, right? Surely we have fire res on. I really like that he's overlapping crafts though. This is good. This is actually something I talked to Eric about, like he needs to do a little bit more of. Oh, okay.
Oh, and that's GG's.
There you go. I think you played that fairly well, like especially the Bastion. I think you played the Bastion pretty good. Like you had everything you needed. It worked out well. But I think the overworld was just a little bit sloppy, just with like, I think you tunnel vision the whatever lava you saw a little bit, and then you're just in such an awkward position because like you're losing health, and that's just obviously something you never want to be losing in the overworld because then you're just like at such a disadvantage. So I was a little bit worried about that. But the Bastion like itself was very, very good. I'm curious to see like where they went for the enter out of curiosity, but like this was all solid, and then just like the leaves would have been so nice. Oh, they went over here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Moving on to game 2, I started getting a feel for how Curry did his coaching.
Okay.
Great, you're not allowed to beat Minecraft. You're not allowed.
Yeah.
You take that though. This is good though. Like you're not dying, so that's good. I think the main things I'm noticing so far is like you have a lot of hesitation, and I think that's just because like you haven't been speedrunning as long as other people. So like even though you like have played a lot, there's still like some times where you're like not 100% sure in yourself.
Game 3, I enter the end first, but mess up my 0 cycle.
Oh, I shouldn't have pushed 94.
I mean, you only had 5 explosives anyway because you didn't craft anchors.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you.
Little embarrassing there. This was one of the biggest things I learned while coaching. I need to know how many explosives I had. I just had no clue how many beds I had in my inventory, and that's crucial for doing a 0 cycle. But besides that, I do win the match because I was so far ahead getting.
Surely, right? All right, we take that. I was gonna say, like, even if you hit the 0, I was gonna be like, this was probably your worst play to run, but you still won.
Okay, yeah. I'm surprised you said that was my worst play game.
This is this run. First off, your overworld was just like, your overworld was sloppy.
Yeah,
I don't know
my
if you
overworld-
realize it.
Yeah, my overworld was kind of bad.
But like, this was just like a little bit awkward here. Like, obviously you had the enter, you mess up swimming, then you come up here, then you miss it, then you try to go for this, you miss it, then you end up doing this, and then you bonk
Yeah.
like 4 times. Like,
yeah. I can't get up here.
oh, there we
I
go.
forgot about this.
So-
So this is sort of the system that developed the first coaching session. I would play a match, maybe he would say 1 or 2 things during the match, but most of the coaching would come after, where we dive deep into the VODs, we talk about decision making for a good 10 minutes or so, and then I get into another game, maybe there'd be a bit of warm-up in between where we could talk about a specific strat I need to practice. But overall, the first day went pretty well.
Just how you drew it up. Just how you drew it up.
Yes!
That was exactly how you drew that up. That was freaking awesome. So I did some reconnaissance while this game was going on. Do you know who you just played?
Okay.
This
No.
account belongs to Max. You know who Max is?
No, who's Max?
Max M4XX. They're like they have combined RSG world record.
Oh, jeez. Dang,
Yeah,
you
they're
did do
very-
some digging.
They have a sub 11 average, and you just beat them.
Let's freaking go.
That was
yeah,
awesome.
that felt
That was
good.
really,
That
really
zero
well
was
played.
scary for a second. Frick! Frick!
Dude,
Frick!
oh,
I
so
screwed
tough.
up!
Like you have to be a little bit.
Dang,
Yeah, there's
dude,
just no
that was
reason
such
to,
a
right?
good match! Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Listen, it's not the prettiest 0, but you didn't die this time. There's no reason to force it when you're
Yeah.
ahead by that much. There's just no reason.
Yeah.
That was really good. I think there was like a little bit of hesitating in this one, but the nav was phenomenal. The nav was so
I
good.
can't believe that nap worked out, to be honest.
That was
really
that was
worried at the end
awesome.
there. Well, that was kind of cool. That was just like, that was really fun. Like, I was like locked in for a lot of it. Curry brought up some really good points that I wouldn't have thought about, and it's really good. Okay, so the first couple of games, the first little bit, I was pretty nervous. I'm not gonna. It's just like I don't even know. I was like more nervous for that than like mid-season showdown. I don't even know why. It was just like kind of funky and goofy. But I think it was really good. I mean, obviously, like we just won a lot and like didn't lose. I was probably like primed in a spot to do that because I just had a losing streak. I think first day, good. I don't want it to be like fooled by the drastic amount of wins compared to losses. But I think I played pretty well, and I didn't die. I don't think I died a single time during that, that's a really big thing. And I didn't miss Stronghold. Okay, I'm yapping. I'm just yapping a lot now. Okay, that's it. Peace out.
Tick tick, buddy. It's about to be 101. Oh, he called. Never mind. He's not late. What's up, Parker? How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing pretty well. What about yourself? How's your stream?
Parker, let me tell you how I'm doing today, actually. My best day ever in No Reset is an 1843 average.
Yeah,
right
uh-huh.
now,
I was
after 5 seeds, it's a 1702.
Bro, wait, what? Okay,
Yeah.
wait, tell me the times. What are the times?
I like to include this clip too because as much as we did do a lot of coaching and I'm the student and he's the teacher sort of deal, he's just a good friend. So I don't know, cool relationship.
How are you feeling today? You warmed up at all? You want to go over anything before you hop into games?
Not super. I was just recording some stuff on Lifesteal for like 2 hours. So I played a bit of Minecraft, but not like warmed up for speedrunning. But like
Gotcha,
I'm ready.
gotcha.
I think
You think you're ready?
I can
Okay.
play pretty well.
Yeah. I'll hop in the
Yeah,
queue
yeah.
and then let's do some 0, I guess, in the meantime. So yesterday was really good. Hopefully we can build upon that. Obviously, as you're gonna go up in Elo, it's not like we're probably not gonna go 6-1 again today. That probably will not happen.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna focus
we
on
could, we
the
could.
things. We could. We totally could. Things I really still want to focus on is just like seeing how you handle like these different situations. You're handling them very well. The drag clicking stuff is based. You've been cranking out pace. I mean, like, I almost hope yesterday was an outlier just because like if you're getting an 1107 average or whatever your average was yesterday, like that's pretty sick. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then obviously no dying is the other big important thing.
Yeah, no dying was awesome. I really like that. That's like, I love not dying, you know?
Yes. Let me actually check out the queues. What's going on today?
Who's popping?
Who's popping? Let's see, like minimum rank. Probably you could probably queue like 120-ish. Oh, there's a lot of people. A lot of the people are higher than you too, so that'll be
let's
interesting.
go. We like that.
Yeah, the only person that's lower than you is Priffin that's queuing, so that's
Oh
scary.
wait, Priffin's queuing. Hold on.
That's a little scary.
The only one lower.
Yeah, the
All
only
right,
one
it's all
lower.
right. I accept the challenge if he plays.
I want to see how seriously Parker takes his practice too. The one thing I want to watch right now is like, I was talking to Eric about this the other day, like, and I think it's like, it's good for Eric to like have a little bit more fun, have a little bit more silliness, kind of go with the flow. I think Parker takes things like almost too seriously a little bit right now. Just something I'm curious about because I think he's like, I mean, obviously he's a big personality guy, so it's very interesting to see him so dialed in. And I want to see if I can get him to loosen up like a little bit throughout these sessions. Like I said, everyone you're gonna queue is gonna be higher than you today, probably.
Oh,
so.
netherite.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I mean. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay, I actually gotta lock in, bro.
Yeah. Well, play your game. Don't do anything
My
you wouldn't do.
dragon's okay.
I mean, yesterday you had a better average than I'm sure this person has overall. So just play how you were playing yesterday. Do what you would normally do. Don't like think too much about who you're playing. You're fine.
Okay.
So after every session I did with Curry, I would always go back and watch his VOD to see what he was saying during my runs. Curry is really putting his full focus towards coaching. I mean, like, he'll talk to chat and, like, there'll be other stuff. But I think it's just really cool that he's totally dialed in on my game.
Here, he's got it. Oh, normal? Dude.
Crazy.
Okay, he does say crazy. I was gonna say, like, that's something, like, noticing the differences between, like, Eric and Parker. Like, that's something... Eric will be like just totally dying laughing about that. Great job bringing that back. That was a great end game. There are a couple things, like, I think this was the first game where your inventory management was really lackluster.
Yeah, gotcha.
And I think it made, like, some of what you wanted to do just, like, so awkward. But, like, I really liked a lot of that end game. Like, I think there were a couple of moments where you hesitated in the stronghold. Like, I think you saw that spike a little bit earlier, and then you,
This sort of discussion would go on for the next 10 or 20 minutes, unless I got another queue, which in this case, I queued.
Yup. Oh, here we go. Here's a fun one.
I remember this being a crazy queue. Priffin has won all of ranked before. And he's sitting at a really low rank because, like, he just hasn't played in a long time. And I just happened to find him as he's on his way up. Here.
Oh, frick.
I love the vision. I love the vision. You would have made that. That would have been amazing.
I had Obby in the wrong hotspot. I don't have a bow anymore. Oh, just GG's. It's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, because I freaking.
You had so many good moments in this.
It's the bow craft.
Oh, well, there you go. You just went anyway. Cool. Oh, you got to set up still. Really, we're fine. Okay, nice. Dude,
Okay, no, something.
I think you're punking me. I think you're punking me. You have like a 10xx average the past 2 days. Like, hello?
Oh my gosh, dude. 924. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh
That
my
was like
gosh.
ranked PB pace for you for a little bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like 840.
813.
I think it's funny that Curry says, I think you're punking me right now. The implication could be like I could be sandbagging to get like a cool video out of like improving from coaching. But no, like I was just playing well here and it made me feel really good because it was just like a good compliment. Like, and I guess we can get into it at the end of the video, but there's some really big and strong just statistical improvements that I make that I think are really cool. Specifically, my average time dropped so much throughout this coaching. And I know that session 2 isn't over really yet, but I feel like session 2 is when I started seeing a lot of the big... It's where I really started feeling I saw the value in these coaches. Because I am hiring him. He like has a website and everything, and I'm paying his rates for coaching.
Look at this. Look at your graph. Look at your graph.
This is Curry Way coaching right here.
No, it's not. It's
No,
not.
it is. It actually is. I'm not even joking.
Well, thank you. Oh my God. You're kind of slaying right now. You're almost at 1800. Look at the splits against this. This is a phenomenal game.
This was awesome. I felt so good playing against Priffin. It was awesome playing.
You
My
made up
bashing
time
was
in
crazy.
every split. You made up time in every split.
Whoa, wait, that's cool. Wait.
Yeah.
Priffin's so good.
That is insane. I think this is a really good game. I wanna watch this one back at some point. I don't want to do it now because you're on a roll and I want you to keep playing.
Yeah.
But this is a good game. One, because Priffin's really good, and two, because I believe Priffin was live. I wasn't watching live, but I think someone said that Priffin was in a game earlier, which means that Priffin was live, which means that we can do like the side-by-side comparison at some point.
Yeah.
And that'll be really cool.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah!
Woo!
I need to clean up my zeros. That was way too many explosives.
All right.
Okay.
Peace out, man.
Peace.
Talk later.
That was really good. Bro, like, what about... These games are so good. Like, all these completions are just, like, really solid, dude. Like, I didn't even try, like, to, like, lose a whole bunch and then start winning a whole bunch once I started getting the coaching. It just happened.
But as much as it would be cool to have just started winning every single game, day 2 of coaching, that is definitely not what happened.
Correct. Oh...
Yeah, I didn't love the crossbow there just because your explosive is so awkward, right? Like that's your last beds.
Yo, morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Just warmed up a bit and went for a walk. What
Went
about
on a
yourself?
walk?
You did like what, 4 runs so far?
Did 4 runs. I'm doing good. Yeah, so you can. There's a lot of people on right now. I would not be surprised if you get a game relatively quickly.
Okay, okay.
I feel like you take your practice very seriously compared to people. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like
Really?
you take it like very seriously?
Not particularly. I don't know. I just don't
Interesting.
see like any other way to take it, I guess. It's like if I'm gonna practice, just like I'm gonna try my hardest.
Yeah, you don't goof around a lot, which is the interesting thing. You're very locked in on like the task at hand, very focused. I have no idea who this person is. Just play your game
Yeah, I think I've played
Alright.
them a few times.
around your rank. Yeah.
Dang it.
I was thinking about saying go to 86 only, but
Because I wasted a second placing a block, and then I
Yep.
didn't get to do the double pearl clip, so it's like I just have time.
exactly.
I mean, I
Yeah.
was... Oh yeah, here's the things.
Where do you think you lost your time?
Fort Pearls, Overworld.
Yup. One more.
I don't know what I did wrong with the Bastion.
You
Oh, I'm throwing
hesitated a
eyes.
ton in the Bastion. You hesitated a ton. Tough.
GG.
Tough. I think you're fine. No.
I got it, I
You
killed it.
got the kill, yeah, but
That zero was so bad. Like,
that's zeros. I mean, that's the hard thing. Like these setups are just like you're relearning like the hardest thing to learn in speedrunning, basically. So
Oh, I forgot to record my POV of that. That was really good. Like, that was actually incredible. Going into this, there was a bit of fear that I was like, because I've never done coaching with Minecraft before. I'm like, is it going to be useful? I don't want to just like coach and then feel like it's like not useful. But like, there were so many good things today that we talked about that like I would just never think about. And that like I'm changing about my gameplay. Like I've already made like 3 or 4 changes to my gameplay that I will do in every single match going forward. I guess I was worried that like it would be like, this is why you lost the seed, this is why you lost the seed. But it's been like, these are things that you could be better about the seed. And like obviously like this is why you lost the seed. But like these other things you could be doing better. And it has been just like super useful. Obviously, it doesn't feel great to like lose 5 matches in a row, right? So I feel a little disappointed about that. But like I definitely am not in a rut about it.
At this point, we were about halfway through all of the coaching sessions we would end up doing, and there was only a week left of the ranked season. Now, each coaching session was 2 hours long, and I was putting in crazy hours practicing, but it was really time to step it into high gear.
Yo, what's up, Curry? What's up?
Yo, how's it going, Goat? How's it going?
Going pretty well. Snowed for the first time this year.
Went for a walk.
Ooh, that's hype. You have also been cooking. You've been kind of
I
cranking
have
it.
been cooking a little bit. Yeah.
So how do you feel? How do you feel about your games that you've had?
Honestly, I don't even feel like I was playing that well.
Interesting.
But the elo worked out to be pretty well. Like I think I was playing solidly.
I mean, look at. Do you see this graph right now? It's on either my stream or on the website. Like this is a beautiful graph you have right now. It's beautiful.
It is a good graph. It is a good graph.
It's a very good graph, and you're starting to do the thing that we talked about. Like you're not just like getting up here and then immediately losing it. Like you're holding this for like 10 games, which is like really, really good. And that's like the big sign of consistency that you really have.
With only a couple days left in the season, results were starting to show. I was at 1860 elo, one of the highest I've ever been, but more importantly, and the thing I was much more of a fan of, I was actually getting fast completions. If you look at all these times, most of them are in the 10 minutes. I was averaging like a sub 11 or low 11, and it was insane to me.
If this 0 is a little, there you go.
Okay.
Boom.
I guess I'll take it.
There you go. Oh my,
I
what the
wonder
hell
if
is that?
that's, I wonder if that's why they. No, surely they hit there.
Surely they hit the pro.
It was
okay,
later
let's-
too after. Oh my gosh! I was about to draw. No way.
But before I knew it, there were only 2 days left in the ranked season, and I had yet to hit even 1900 elo. There were no if, and, or buts. 1900 elo was my goal today.
The Infume is so good. Okay, I gotta lock in.
Really where the true test is.
Man, I gotta clean up my overworld sleep.
I feel like I'm playing well. Freaking,
It's Danny! It's Danny! I gotta lock in.
close. That was really freaking close, bro. Oh my gosh. I finished at a loss, but at a high elo of 1941. Dude, Curry would be so proud. Look at these times. I mean, a 12-minute time, but that's like solid, you know? Like, that's my slowest time in so long. Oh my gosh. Yo. I'm getting pretty good at this speedrunning thing. Now, if you're an avid viewer of this channel, you've probably seen the match where I got to 1952 elo. It was really cool. One of the highest highs I've had in speedrunning ever. And I really liked putting together that cool montage of all the runs I had that day because it was an insane day. I think I might have mixed up some of the matches. Might not be 100% accurate. The season's over, so I'm like forgetting which matches were which. But that day, I won a lot. If you remember though, that wasn't the last day. That was the second to last day. So sitting at 1952 elo, I went into the last day. I only had 3 or 4 hours to devote during the day, and I knew I had to lock in here. And so what you're watching right now is my last match of the entire season. And I'm just gonna come out and say it, I didn't hit 2000 elo. I had a crazy losing streak and it felt kind of sad that day. I know a lot of people were rooting for it and I was so invested in this challenge, like, oh my gosh. Every single day for so long, I would wake up, I would speedrun for hours, I was practicing, I was learning, I was getting on calls with Curry. And then on the final day, I just couldn't clutch it up. I gained elo that day. I won more matches than I lost, but it just wasn't enough. And so I wish it was a cool movie where I could be like, yeah, and then at the very last second I clutched up, but no, this is real life. This was my experience going for 2K. All right, I'm gonna call it. On a loss, I know, sad. I gotta go eat. No chance of 20,000 elo. Dang. Sad days. All right, post-challenge. I actually gotta make this quick because I gotta go to bed and go on a hike tomorrow. Honestly, I got so much better at speedrunning. Like, I really did. The Curry coaching helped way more than I thought it would. If we just look at my times, I don't know if I will have enough time to pull up all the screenshots, but before the challenge, my average time was 12 minutes and 6 seconds. After just 2 weeks, it dropped to, I'm gonna get the numbers wrong, I think 11 minutes and 43 seconds? I might be a couple seconds off there, but it dropped by about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And that's especially crazy because that's the average of all of the games I played. I only played a small amount at the end, and that small amount dropped all of the averages so much. So my average for the last 2 weeks was somewhere in the low 11s. Actually insane. I had matches against Netherite players. I started changing so many things about my gameplay. I got confident with it. Only once, I'd hit 1900 elo, and it felt like such a fluke. Like I didn't really belong there, but I hit it a second time. And that time I hit it, it felt like I belonged there and I could keep pace with everybody. And so that is the true ending to the 2000 elo challenge. I don't want to like sugarcoat it and be like, it was all part of the journey. Like, no, I wanted to hit 2000 so bad and I didn't. I lost and that kind of sucks. But I also did learn a lot and I found a lot of value in the coaching and it gave me a lot of just purpose in life to just go for something. Like over the past 2 weeks, my mental has been so good. That's probably another thing in and of itself. Like even if you're at the top level, there's a lot of people who can crash out, but my mental the entire time, okay, there's like one day where it was a little iffy, but my mental felt so good. I don't know, I felt pretty good about life having this goal to shoot for. My sleep was good. It's gonna be bad tonight because I'm making this video. I gotta go to bed. I actually gotta go to bed. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, Christmas is soon, so that's kind of cool. New Year's is soon. I got this cool like winter skin, so shout out Random Words for the skin. I'm just kind of rambling now. I really want to finish this video and go to sleep, but that was my sort of conclusion. I hope the video was somewhat entertaining. You guys seem to like it. Somebody said, okay, top comment on like last video was like, if you don't hit 2K elo, I'm coming to your house. So like, I gotta be on guard now. Please don't come to my house, please. Please don't come to my house. Kind of yapping. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm going on a hike in the morning, and hopefully I can get a thumbnail for this video. Holy frick. Wait, should I just like take a thumbnail right now? Boom. Maybe that'll be, that probably won't be the thumbnail, but okay. All right. Good night, guys.